Hi there, my name is Celia Bacon, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And this is, the third time I tried to record this video. The first time I had just mush mouth as it came out, and I was like, okay, forget it, we'll try again. And then the second time was my bleary teenage daughter. Is she teenage? She's 19? I don't know. That's trouble when your kids get older. You're just like, yes, you're kind of that age. She's like 19, and she walked in like, because of course none of them are where they should be. No one's in school. No one's in the army. No one's working. So her normal job is she's in the army, but she's called a Mora. Chayelet or Chayelet Mora. She's a teaching assistant for at-risk kids, and she's so concerned about them. My God, she's calling them all the time to make sure they're okay. But she's not allowed to. When everyone's stuck at home. You know what this is like? It just struck me this morning. It's kind of like a prequel to The Web of Fear. The Web of Fear is it's a Patrick Troughton story from 65. I was going to say Jess. Yeah, that's again another thing when they get older. Yeah, time kind of Constantinus. Recently, I think 5 years ago, within the last 5 years, they found like 4 of the 6 missing episodes. They had one already, and so there's only one episode missing, which they haven't animated. Like what? Yeah, animated. Anyway, so it starts off. The TARDIS arrives. It's in contemporary London. It's completely deserted. They're trying to looking around, trying to work out what's happening, and there's a thing with the guy who sells newspapers who's like entombed in in the Web of Fear. And then next to him, by the headline on his papers is Londoners flee. I feel like where we are right now is very similar to that in. Like 2 weeks, we're like 2 or 3 weeks away from that. Anyway, so my daughter was all. This is a complete aside, but what the hey? Who's going anywhere? My daughter was all pissed off yesterday because the army told her that she had to stay put, and then she was like, "Fine, okay, I guess I'm under house arrest." So this is like both me and my kids have been training for years that not going out, not seeing anybody, and sitting in front of your phone for all day. So we've been in deep training for that for years. So anyway, so they said. So then she got a call saying, "Oh, you have to go." You have to go to one of the hospitals that are dealing with the corona. I'm not allowed to say it. You're not allowed to say anything. The beer bug, because if you say it, you get your. YouTube the algorithm might zap your video, and they don't have any staff to review it anymore. So anyway, so she had to go to the hospital where they have the treating patients with the beer bug, not for them, but to help with the kids there. She's like, well, what? I'm gonna get infected, or I'm gonna have to be quarantined. So she was all pissed off. And then it was raining when she went, and she didn't have a sweater with her because it was back where she stays when she's in the army. Anyway, so she heads up. She's like. 45 minutes later, she comes back, and she's like, I got halfway there. She was mad because she had to take 3 buses to get there. It was like 3 hour journey. And she got a lot of the way there. And then her forget it. I can't, what's the word? Commander, low level commander called her up and said, "Oh no, forget it. We don't go to." So she came back again. She was like, I hope I get it. I hope I get the beer bug, and I just want to go and infect people with it. I want to infect my commander. And she went breathing on everybody for the rest of the day. So hopefully she didn't have it because then she didn't get within the realms of infection, because then I am as well. So this is the new normal. What's the new normal? Nothing is freaking normal. Is the new normal. So so that's where we are right now. Before we go any further, something that I do hope becomes normal is that you hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. That is so incredibly helpful for sad little sad losers like me hiding in the basement screaming in the computer. Yeah, you want to help a rabbi who likes to sit in his basement and scream in his computer? Hit the subscribe button. And you know what? You want to hit the like button, the share button as well? Go for it. Mal tova, as we say in the Holy Land. So anyway, this video, which I was tried to. Oh, wait, I didn't tell you the other spiel. I give stuff away each week on this channel. Genuinely, I'm really grateful for anybody who comes. So I give stuff away each week on the. Actually, you know how I do it. Because I'm such an obsessive fan. When I bought I got the complete set. First, I had the complete set of Doctor Who VHS, And then and then when I say complete set, I kind of like. I did the whole thing when I was a kid where I would buy a VHS copy and then I'll copy it onto and then take it back and return it. I was a bit of a thief. Yeah, I feel kind of bad about that. But then when the when the DVDs came out, I got complete set of those. So now the Blu-ray's coming out, and I'm upgrading the Blu-ray. So as the Blu-ray comes out, I have the DVD to give away. If I didn't pirate it, that's the other thing. I felt bad. I feel bad about all the pirating I did back in my. A few years ago, back in my youth, I would say. So, like, I'm glad the DVD comes out, so I have like legitimate copies that I actually paid for. I don't feel like I've stolen it. So anyway, so then I have the DVDs to give away. So normally I give away DVDs each week. This week I'm giving away something different. I'm not giving away Doctor Who at all. This week is Breaking Bad, the complete second season. Why do I have the complete second season? Because I bought it, then I bought the third season because I love Breaking Bad, and then my wife for my birthday or Hanukkah or something bought me the complete box set of it, which is very nice. So I got these spare. Though normally these things are just going to be laying around in the back of a shelf gathering dust. I figure I'll give them to you guys. So anyway, this week we're giving away Breaking Bad complete second season. Absolute wonderful season of TV. Recommend it highly. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. And you know what? You can subscribe to the channel even if you don't want to win it. I let it. It's okay. Subscribe to the channel, and then in the comments, leave the comment. Hashtag I am the one who knocks. I am the one who knocks. Look in the video notes. It'll give you all the information you need. And also in the video notes is a download link for a Doctor Who audio adventure starring Nicholas Briggs as the Doctor from the mid-80s from a fan group called Audio Visuals. The one I have online right now is Endurance, which is a kind of a very cool Lovecraftian Silurian story. It's really, really good. So I download and enjoy. Again, a lot of us have more time in the hands now, so I guess it's just what it is. So anyway, to this video that I've been trying to make, which I really didn't want to make, but I feel like I really I have no choice. Is I covered this ground over the last couple of days. It's because I woke up this morning, I saw this article being shared 2 or 3 times on Facebook. So how do I turn this on? Is this the right one? Yay, got the right one. Fine. So, Nicholas Briggs, this article. Nicholas Briggs rejects Timeless Child's canon complaints. No, that's a freaking lie. And actually, let me turn this up before we get into it. Okay, the reason I'm making this video is, I have no particular love or hatred for Nicholas Briggs, okay, or for Big Finish. But for God's sake, do not rope them into this Timeless Child insanity, okay? Don't do it. If you like Big Finish, don't do it. You know why? Because most Doctor Who fans hate it. They hate, and a lot of Doctor Who fans on my side of the aisle right now who have not liked season 11, 12, were kind of like shaky about Big Finish. And a lot of them just aren't buying anything with that Jodie logo on one. That's just the way it is. That's how hated it is. They're not even buying Big Finish with the logo, even though Big Finish ships their I get everything digitally. Sends out just about everything with an alternate cover which doesn't have the current logo on it. And if you don't, I photoshopped the logo. By the way, if anybody wants the DVD covers or any Big Finish covers that they didn't release with the classic logo, get in contact. There's DVD covers. I have all of them. And Big Finish, I have most of them. So just get in. Like the ones I can be really bothered to do. That's why I really. Maybe I got more time on my hands. Maybe I'll do that while I'm whiling away the hours there. But anyway, so don't do it. Don't rope them into this, and certainly don't do it if they didn't give you a clear, unambiguous statement, which is not what's happened. So let's read this article which people are sharing with so much glee, because they're just desperate to have the problems of the Timeless Child not exist. They want the Timeless Child to be canon so badly. And you know why they want it to be canon so freaking badly? Because they're racist. Because it's very important to them that the little black girl is Doctor Who. That's really what it is. That's important, and equally important is to them that 12 white men aren't Doctor Who, or that's not the entirety of Doctor Who. It's really, really important, and that's the only reason they're grasping at the straws. Perhaps torpedoing the Big Finish. And honestly, I think if they did embrace a whole Timeless Child thing, people would just reject Big Finish, and I think their sales have taken a hit, and I think their sales would take a significant hit maybe making their production not viable. You know, that's how serious this is. So don't do it. Don't do it, idiots. Whoever wrote this, don't be an idiot. Fine. Let's read the article. Big Finish executive producer and longtime Doctor Who voice actor Nicholas Briggs has rejected complaints that the show's canon was harmed by the Timeless Show. No, he hasn't. He was being incredibly diplomatic and saying things that he believed that were true without saying it. Now, I don't really know what he believes in terms of the Timeless Show. My guess is that he hated it as much as most other people did. I mean, that's my guess. But like, honestly, I mean, he's so like, I mean, like his Twitter feed is all like Brexit, 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 Brexit. It's like this. He's so on the Chris Chibnall aisle of things. He may be in border. I don't know. But you know, his love of Doctor Who may be like, whoa, no, no, no. I really don't know. But you know what? Don't ask him. Don't put him in that position, because whatever he says, he's going to piss off a bunch of people. You know, don't put him in that position. Fine. So that first paragraph, utter nonsense. Speaking to Radio Times, Briggs said, "Imagine how people felt." Yes, I read. Yeah, go back to. I did the video a couple of days ago. Imagine how people felt back in 1969 when they were suddenly revealed the Doctor was a Time Lord and they'd run away and he'd stolen the TARDIS, and now they put him on trial. And that was what 1970. What was it? 1977. The Deadly Assassin. The whole thing about the Time Lords. Okay, that was him being okay. That wasn't a ringing endorsement. That was him being very diplomatic and saying things that are true. That change is a part of Doctor Who. And true. Yeah, I understand. Like, yeah. People who support like this era of fandom, which is coming to an end. You know, the beer bug is going to kill it. The only way, you know, these fandoms survived by making product that repelled half of them was by having such an incredibly strong, affluent economy and having no problems whatsoever. So 2 months from now, people aren't going to be worrying about microaggressions. I guarantee you. 2 months from now, people are going to look back at microaggressions and go, "Oh God, that's so embarrassing." And like normal people do right now. So yeah, that's the only way all this stuff was able to exist. It's all over. It's all over. You know, comic book industry. It's over. I think Kurtzman's Star Trek is over, and I think very, very probably Chris Chibnall Doctor Who is over. They got that one more in the can. I don't think they're going to get the money from HBO. I don't think they're going to get the money from China. You know nobody has any idea how this is all going to kick off. You know, America has billions of dollars of debts to China, and this whole thing is costing them billions of dollars. They may well turn around and go, those debts, let's forget about them. You cost us a lot of money with your neck. That could really happen, and China has one of the largest standing armies in the world. I'm just saying, this thing could go in a billion different directions, and nobody freaking knows where it's going to go. So yeah, this is very maybe this isn't such a big. But yeah, my point is the only reason the Timeless Child can exist. Oh yeah, so I was just saying. China is one of the foreign financiers, the Chinese media company. Let's see if they're actually going to get the money. I don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, so yeah, it's all is out. So like they're desperately grasping at straws, trying to legitimize the Timeless Children, which is it's illegitimate. It's illegitimate in my head. It's not Doctor Who. I don't think it's ever going to be Doctor Who. And the more you try and make it Doctor Who, the more I'm going to just go away from Doctor Who. I tell you, the only reason I'm watching current Doctor Who is to review it, because every other YouTuber has said, "Nah, forget it, I'm out." I'm saying I'm in because I like to get you guys, the viewers, come in to watch my videos. And if I give you a service where you don't have to watch Doctor Who to know what happened, to know the atrocity they did this week. You know, it's called a win-win. It's good for you, it's good for me. So yeah, I'm still covering it, even though I really hate covering it. Fine. People went bonkers about that, famously. Famously, the head of the Doctor Who fan club at the time, Keith Miller, arch rival to Peter Capaldi, he closed the fan club down because he was appalled by this. Yeah, okay, fine. I understand. Change has always been a part of Doctor Who. Just as like, you know what also has always been a part of Doctor Who, which I'm really seeing now, because I've been going back and watching a lot more older episodes. Diversity and inclusion has always been a part of Doctor Who. You know when it stopped being a part of Doctor Who? Season 11, because they stopped having characters. You know, I just did a review yesterday about the pilot, Peter Capaldi's first episode of his last season, which I really enjoyed. And yeah, there was all these complaints against Bill, which is kind of valid. A lot of them are valid, but some that Bill Potts was that Yaz isn't, for example, is a character. Bill Potts has characteristics. She acted like a person. She was more than her her tokenism. Whereas Yaz is entirely a tokenism and nothing else. That's all she is. Well, again, Bill Potts is a character that was a token. I think it was, her tokenism was overblown and shoehorned in. But again, I really liked liked the character because she was a character. So fine. So let's go back to Nicholas Briggs. When quizzed about whether Big Finish audios would be incorporating any pre-Hartnell incarnations, Briggs responded, "All possibilities are open, though there's no decision made at all. At the moment, our license covers up until the 12th Doctor's era." In other words, he was saying, just imagine. That's what he was saying. I no comment. I don't want to say anything derogatory to my employer, Chris Chibnall, or do anything that might put the Big Finish license in jeopardy, which I have no doubt it is. I'm sure it's in jeopardy if he steps 1 foot out of line, if he says anything that is in any way derogatory about the current era of Doctor Who. I think the Big Finish license, it will go in a freaking second. I have no idea what it holds a Big Finish future, and that's the absolute truth of the matter. You see, he's telling the truth, but he's not endorsing it. But we try to get involved in as much as possible in many different avenues of Doctor Who as possible. Yeah, that's true, and that's really one of the reasons people like Big Finish. It's because they do. It's not that they just fill in gaps, but they do it so organically. Whenever they do an era, they recreate that era. I'm actually really enjoying listening to the Jake Dubman Fourth Doctor Adventures they did recently. I'm actually hoping I can get these videos out early so I can get a good amount of listening in today. Because I've got to do some regular work after this. But anyway. So, come on. I understand. You really, people who are on board for this, Jodie Bots, really want to say this is completely legitimate and it's completely accepted. It's not. It's not legitimate and it's not accepted. There's this thing in, this concept in Jewish law that if something is legally correct, then Jewish law is very complicated. It's like if there's something. Oh, by the way, it's a complete aside. I was doing. I'm a rabbi, a real rabbi. So I learned a little bit of the. You read a bit of the Old Testament each week on Sabbath. You serialize it. It's kind of cool. So and then people traditionally study that whatever that bit you're going to read, though it's called the parsha, whatever bit you're going to read. So I was doing a little bit of studying this morning, which is in synagogue. It's so weird because synagogues you normally need to have a group of 10 people to have a prayer service with. But now it's the maximum people you're allowed in the room is 10 people. So we got all these rooms with having all these prayer services going on at once, all with just 10 people in it. It's really weird. Anyway, so I'm reading do my Bible study as I do, and I come across this commentary from called the Balitorium. The Balitorium was from about 800 years ago. It was really, and Balitorium's actually it's called this cute little stuff. It's there's nothing this heavy revelation, but it was actually done as a wedding present for his son or son-in-law, and it was written overnight. It's one of the greatest biblical commentaries of all time. But anyway, the point is, get around the house. The point is, the bit I got to is it was talking about the Exodus from Egypt. And it said the time of the coming of the Messiah. And this is not me prophesying. This is me going, oh, that's kind of cool and funky. The time of the coming of the Messianic age, everyone's going to be forced to all the families are going to be forced to stay in within their homes, like they had to during the plagues in the 10 plagues in Egypt. But it's going to be a global thing. I was like, well, that's pretty darn cool. This listen. I'm not telling. This is. I'm not saying. Oh, repent, sinner. This is. You can honestly. you write anything, and you wait long enough, it's going to happen. So you could say, I want to tread on anybody's atheistic toes there, but I just thought that was kind of cool. So I have no idea how I got onto that. But anyway, that's where we are. My name is Philip Becken, the rabbi from another planet. Please don't listen to this article. Big Finish have not endorsed, or at least I don't think they meant to endorse the Timeless Children and the Chibnall era. I just don't think they want to. So please, please, please don't get more mad at Big Finish than you already are. That's really just my plea. They're our lifeline in these troubled times, and I would not like them to go away. I would really not like them to go away. Anyway, my name is Philip Becken, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop, and have yourself a fantastic day.